Alright, so I'm gonna make this video because literally there's not a single correct version of how to play this song out there. All the lessons are wrong, all the tabs are wrong, and a lot of the covers are wrong too. Which is a shame, honestly, because this is a really cool song. It's like got crazy chords in it, and I just want to see it done justice, basically. So I'm gonna do a lesson. I got the if you want like a good reference guide for this that has a lot of good Beatles songs. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but the Beatles Complete Chord Songbook is like a gold mine basically for learning any Beatles songs. It's like $20 too. It's like not even cheap. I mean, not even expensive at all. Anyway, so here's how to play. So even that has a slight like mistake in just one part, but so I'm gonna show you exactly how to play "Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite." So this is the verse. I'll play it through fully, pretty slowly, and then I'll explain afterwards. So that's the verse. I'll also show you the breakdown. Henry the horse dances the waltz part afterwards. So this first is the verse. The song only is composed of those two parts. You just got to memorize these two relatively long chord progressions. I will post I'll post the chord progressions in the description also. But I'm not gonna say how to tab them out because this information is like it's pretty basic and you could look it up if you really wanted to. Like they're mostly just bar chords. There's nothing crazy. There's one augmented chord, which I'll explain how to do that, and one minor major 7 chord later on. But they're like pretty basic, so don't worry. Like anyone can play this song. It's just a matter of memorization. So the first chord is C minor. Then it's G augmented. So you do the 5th fret on the D string with your pinky, 4th fret on the G and the B, and then 3rd fret on the E string, the high E. So we got this so far. Some nice downward chromatic movement. Then you have B major. Then D minor. Then G. And then he ends the measure with another G augmented. So that's how the first line of the verse goes. Now it's the second line. This is how it goes. Pretty similar to the first with some slight changes near the end. C minor again. G augmented. B. D minor. And now we're going to go to A instead. So that's C minor. And now the next part is D minor you start with. And then D minor 7. G minor. A. So that one is. And then the next one is again with D minor. And you'll hear it sound like a D minor 7, but it's actually just the bass playing it. So you can just keep playing D minor for the length you played D minor and D minor 7 in the last measure. Bass, 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 and then So that's the end. I'll play that again slowly. So you're going like, okay, so this is the last two parts that you need to remember. There's 4 different parts total that you should be thinking. You can break the verse down into 4 segments basically, and this is the last 2 segments together. And then it leads back into the verse. So the verse in total sounds like this. Sorry, I fucked it up already. Alright. Now, we go on to Henry the Horse Dances the Waltz, which is also the outro of the song too. So this is the second major part of the song. So, and of course Henry the Horse dances the... And then we jump right into this part here. We start with the D minor. I'll play the whole thing slow. And if you were watching my hands, you could probably, if you're really good already, you probably could just watch me play it like slowly and mimic the chords, but I'm going to say them out loud as I'm going through it because it's a lot of chords, and I'm going to write it in the description too because, again, it's a pain, honestly. Alright, so the first chord of that is D minor. So we're going to bring this into segments also. So... 3 segments you could break this one into, pretty much. 3 or 4, depends on how you want to look at it. But the first one, D minor. And then it's D minor major 7, which is, all you have to do is move your ring finger down from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. No change other than that. That's it. Then you go to C major. I like to do it with the G in the bass. E minor, A, and then add, this is what's not in any tabs. I don't really know if it's definitely correct, but it sounds right to me. This is what I just gathered from listening to the recording. So after you play your A major, add your pointer finger to the 1st fret of the high E string, and it gives it like an augmented flavor, basically. And the reason I think that's right is because it fits in with the overall carnival theme of the song. Listen to it, play it along with the record. If you like it, keep it. If you don't, just play the A chord and it'll also sound good too. I like it just for the flavor. And then, so that's the first iteration of the waltz timing part. So then after that, so after you get to the A augmented chord type, you go back to D minor. D minor major 7, C, E minor, now B. Alright, so that's the second part. Then the 3rd iteration, or this is the 3rd and the 4th. I say 3rd and 4th because it's basically the same each time, so I'd like to think of it as just one big part, but here we go. So that's just E minor, E minor 7, C, B. So yeah, you play that a few times. Then you end on E minor. And then when it goes back to the verse, you just hit a nice G chord that they do before all the start of every verse, you know? For the benefit of... Yeah, like that. So, that's the entire song. The only difference is at the end of the song, he just leaves it on E minor. And then, does that crazy thing with the piano. So, if you want to hear it in full, I'll do a short little run through of everything. And there you have it. That's being for the benefit of Mr. Kite.